Meghan dreading as Thomas Markle has nothing to lose if he forges ahead to pen a tell-all book telling his side of the drama with Harry and Meghan, claimed by a royal expert. Neil Sean claimed what publishers are interested in is Thomas Markle correcting the rights and the wrongs through a book. He said, "We all know there are some discrepancies allegedly, over how she was educated and who paid for that. Exactly what sort of a father was he towards her? And no doubt his version of the reason why he wasn't able to attend that splendid royal wedding all those years ago now." But Mr. Sean suggested such a book could prove rather explosive because Thomas Markle truly has nothing to lose. The royal expert noted, at his age he is openly saying he doesn't necessarily think he will reconcile with his daughter. Mr. Sean noted how the fractured relationship between Thomas and Meghan is sad because the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are really missing out on Thomas having a relationship with his two grandchildren. But he noted how so far there has been no opportunity for reconciliation between the estranged father and daughter following alleged briefings by Mr. Markle to the British press. This was compounded by a leak of a letter to the Mail on Sunday where Meghan addressed Thomas as Daddy, reportedly in case the letter was leaked. But Mr. Sean added, if Thomas does put pen to paper, while it would be a big payday for him, that truly would possibly mean the end of any type of reconciliation. But he stressed for Meghan this would be a disaster, as not only would there be a first-hand account from her father, but observers can look forward to another biography on herself. The upcoming book from biographer Tom Bower, who has written books on Boris Johnson and Jeremy Corbyn, is set to ruffle feathers given the extensive research taken place to put it together. Mr. Sean noted how the cunning biographer has approached many people from different stages of Meghan's life, some close, some cut out. He added, for Meghan, if she is hoping to build her brand and become more inclusive and of course make people like her more, then she really does need to make sure she puts a lid on these damaging stories. But he warned how Dad Thomas' story could be the most damaging of them all. Most recently, Thomas Markle has hit out at his daughter Meghan Markle again, branding her deceitful during a live interview on GB News. His latest attack comes after Meghan apologized to the Court of Appeal this week for failing to remember she told a royal aide to brief the authors of the Finding Freedom biography about her and husband Prince Harry. She previously insisted that she and Harry did not cooperate with the two co-authors of the book. However, it has now emerged she emailed her former communications secretary Jason Knauf with a detailed briefing note in December 2018 with some helpful reminders about her estranged family and her recollections of a tiara incident involving the Queen ahead of her wedding to Harry. Thomas Markle Sr. has now weighed in on his daughter's forgetfulness. He claimed, she was trying to deceive. I think she was telling lies, but I can't speak about this particular issue too much. Thomas also added that he wants to take Jason Knauf for a beer and a steak at a nearby Sizzler restaurant for allowing the truth to come out. He said, thank God for Jason Knauf. I'll be happy to get him over here and take him to Sizzler and we'll enjoy a steak and a nice little dinner together. He's certainly putting things in the right perspective. Host Ann Wootton then asked Thomas, does your daughter have the capacity to lie? Thomas responded, never quite as much as she does now. It's turning into a joke. He added, it started with the Archbishop, her telling Oprah she was married 3 days before the wedding, by the Archbishop, it started there. God knows what she tells Harry. He continued, another ridiculous story she told is when I'd take her to lunch, we had to rub pennies together to get a full meal, that's crazy. Dan then agreed with Thomas, saying, well, yeah. You were a very successful Hollywood lighting guy. They were referring to a letter Meghan wrote to politicians, pushing for paid parental leave as a national right. In it, she said, grew up on the $4.99 salad bar at Sizzler. It may have cost less back then, to be honest, I can't remember, but what I do remember was the feeling. I knew how hard my parents worked to afford this because even at $5, eating out was something special, and I felt lucky. And as a Girl Scout, when my troop would go to dinner for a big celebration, it was back to that same salad bar or the old spaghetti factory, because that's what those families could afford. I worked all my life and saved when and where I could, but even that was a luxury, because usually, it was about making ends meet and having enough to pay my rent and put gas in my car. warned how Dad Thomas' story could be the most damaging of them all. Most recently, Thomas Markle has hit out at his daughter Meghan Markle again, branding her deceitful during a live interview on GB News. His latest attack comes after Meghan apologized to the Court of Appeal this week for failing to remember she told a royal aide to brief the authors of the Finding Freedom biography about her and husband Prince Harry. She previously insisted that she and Harry did not cooperate with the two co-authors of the book. However, it has now emerged she emailed her former communications secretary Jason Knauf with a detailed briefing note in December 2018 with some helpful reminders about her estranged family and her recollections of a tiara incident involving the Queen ahead of her wedding to Harry. Thomas Markle Sr. has now weighed